Well, hello everyone, my name is Rick Passek, FlyFish Fanatic, and welcome to my tying bench. Before I even get started, I apologize if the background noise drives you nuts, but I got construction going on in the empty lot next door, and well, I got to get this video done because I'm going away fishing for 4 days, so I want to make sure I get it done and up. So hopefully it's not too bad. Bear with me. So in today's video, we will be tying another old classic, the red tag. With my little twist on it, like always. I like having my little twist. So, alrighty, so let's get at her. Before I actually get tying, remember, subscribe, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do so when you're watching these videos. It'll help me out. Plus, when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away a copy of my books that I wrote, as well as a selection of flies from this channel. So, the more we get going, the better. And if you guys like my content, then yeah, the more subscribers, the more I get motivated and the more I'll put up. So, alrighty. So, to get started, we're going to be tying, like I said, the red tag, but with my little twisty twist on it. Not a big twist, but a twist. So, we'll start off with a Hends BL334 and a size 12. Just a short little hook here. Okay, I'm going to start with Hends Nano Silk. Wow. Semperfli Nano Silk in black. For the tail, I'm just going to use a little bit of red poly. For the body on this one, I do it in 3 different ways. I really like the black and red dubbing period, but for this one, I'm going to actually use this Arizona semi-seal. They're in Halloween. It's kind of a coppery, orangey, browny kind of color. It's really nice. And then I'm going to be using some Hungarian Partridge, right? So, okay, for the hackle. So let's get her started here. So I'm just gonna get my thread started as always, touching wraps. Let's cover the hook. I mean, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but try to cover the hook as much as you can. It helps hold the materials on, right? So now this doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical either, that body. Now I don't like going, that's actually a little bit too far. I like going to just past the tip of the hook. Okay, so now I'm just gonna, in open wraps a little bit, I'm gonna come back to the front. I'm gonna leave myself a bit of a space. I'm gonna get myself my material for my red tag here, the poly, and it's not very much. I'm not gonna use very much of it. Okay, I'm not worried about the back end right now. All I'm worried about is that I've got it tied in nicely at the front here. Just make sure that stays up top. So that construction's a little annoying. It really bugs me when I'm tying and stuff too, but it is what it is. So just gonna get it tied in. Again, I'm not too worried if it's touching or not at this moment. And I'm just gonna go about to that spot that I said stop. Now I'm going to, the bend of the hook, that's where I want to cut it, right at that bend. So it's not a very long tail, right? So now I'm just going to go forward one more time, making sure all this stuff is tied down nicely, especially the stuff right up here at the front. I want that tied down nicely. And then come back again. Stop at my tying point, wax my thread, take some of my Halloween Arizona semi-seal here, and a little bit at a time. So I don't want a thick body on this at all. I want a fairly slim body. And if it's a little straggly, that's okay. I don't want it overly straggly, but if it gets loose like that, just give it a bit of a tighten your dubbing. I want it a little tiny bit scraggly, but not a lot. It's not what this fly is, right? So I'm just going to build just a little bit of a bulbous spot right there. Stroke all that stuff back. Come in front, make sure it's all tied down, come back right to where I stopped with that material. Okay, I'm just gonna adjust my light there. because it's coming into your guys' peripheral there. I don't need that. So there. So now I'm going to take one feather from down in here, on the, not on the wings, okay, but down on this part here. Just gonna. And of course my light just went out. This light's getting finicky. I'm gonna have to get a new one. This little ring light that I've got. So all I'm doing is I'm taking the fluff off of the feather. Got to be kind of careful here because these stems, just like that one just did, just rips sometimes, no matter how careful you are with them. So it's actually quite short, but that's okay because I'm going to be using my Hackle pliers for this one anyway. So now I'm just going to stroke back my materials here. I want to just create a little triangular tie-in point. Just like so. There's your triangular tie-in point. I'm just going to nip that off so it's just nice and small. And I'm going to lay it on my side. I'm going to tie that down nicely. Got any stragglers like that little one in the front there, just fold it back and get that tied in. Now, very important, just give it a whip finish here, guys. Just even a half hitch is good enough. You don't need a full whip finish. But you want to get that because you don't want it to loosen up on you. So now, I'm going to get my Hackle pliers, grab onto my stem. I'm going to make sure I fold all these. I get that light out of your way since it's not working anyway. Get all those feathers stroked back nicely. And then I'm just going to come down, keeping those feathers stroked back. If one gets a little bit out of whack, that's fine. Just bring it back. Keep it coming around. Stroke them back. And then about there, I'm going to lock it in. Lock it in, and now I can let go with my Hackle plier. Stroke all that stuff back. A few wraps right over top. I leave that stem in for now. That stem piece. And now I'm just going to do a little 3/4 turn whip finish. Nice and tight. Nip off my Nano silk. Oops, don't cut the hackle. And now just go in there and pick out that stem. And there's our finished fly, guys. That's it. It's fairly simple. That's not very good with that light, but yeah, it's a fairly simple fly. Super effective. We were fishing up in central Alberta a couple weeks ago, and we were using let's see if I can find one. Yeah, that one right here. We're using this gurgler on a washing line technique. So this gurgler was on the point. And then we had a water boatman. Sorry, of course my dog starts barking. Fozzie. No. Sorry about that, guys. So we'd have a gurgler on the point, and a water boatman, and one of these. That was our team of three, and it was just crazy. All three of them were hitting. It was a little nuts. So sorry about the noise on that one, guys. Hopefully it worked out for you anyway. Like I said, I needed to get this done, and before I go away, because I'm going fishing to 3 or 4 different lakes, and hopefully even going after some grayling this weekend here, on Thanksgiving weekend in Canada. So yeah, Thailands, everyone. Like I said, if you've subscribed, thank you very much. If you haven't, please consider doing so. And once we hit 1,000, we'll be giving away some prizes. And then after that, I'm actually going to have a bigger prize pack. Once I hit about 2,500, I will have a big prize pack from Semperfli and from Fly Life Canada, some Hends materials, some Semperfli materials, my books, and all kinds of stuff. So there'll be a much bigger package once we get higher up. But for now, that's what we'll be doing. So, Thailands, everyone.